We're about to have another Ace Micheals show. Be prepared. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? It is Ace Micheals with the Ace Micheals Show. And that's what's up, man. How y'all doing today? You good? Okay, just checking. I figured you guys were fine. Listen, if you want to pull over to the side of the road so that you're not clapping during certain segments of this episode, I understand that because it is going to be tasty. Today on the show, my good friend, Mr. Brian
Torres, yeah.
is here with us today. Mr. Torres is going to tell us about music and life in Vegas. Brian, how you doing? Welcome to the Ace Micheals Show.
I am doing extremely fantastic, and thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Now, you were telling me some kick-ass stuff before we started about your life and trials and tribulations in this city of sin. And actually, my guest this morning, she came up with another name. We're no longer calling it City of Sin. You ready?
Yeah.
We're calling it City of Sin. Shit, I forgot it just that quick. What'd she call it? Sincerity. Oh, I don't like that as much as what I was thinking it was. She called it City of Sincerity. What do you think? It's cute.
Sincerity?
City of Sincerity.
I guess it depends on your perspective and how you're looking at it.
I was what I thought she said. What I was about to say was City of Sensation, but then I realized that sensation doesn't have an S-I, it has an S-E.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, she didn't say that. Then I was like, well,
But you could have said sensation, like play on words.
Yeah. We're not sold on it, huh? Does it float your boat?
No, I think, Sin City Hockey. Love that. I have a shirt that says Sin City Hockey.
The way you say it sounds cool. I'd like to see that shirt now. He's like, it says Sin City Hockey.
Are you a big fan of? Are you a big fan of the Knights? I am.
That's an interesting question. The way you put it, I'm gonna answer it. Normally, I wouldn't answer it, but for you, my friend, I am a fan of the Knights. However, I have never been to a game. Right? But I'm a fan. This is the reason why, because I like their spirit. I think that they have a winning spirit, and I think that's amazing. But I'm not a hockey fan. I'm not really wanting to go to those games. So,
hey man, it's not for everybody. I get it.
If you're tailgating and you're providing some drinks, I'll be there, bro.
But as a musician, do you know who Carnell Lake is?
No.
Mr. Golden Pipes, good friend of mine. He's
the
the one that does the national anthem.
Again? What's he?
He's known as the Golden Pipes.
Mr. Golden
He sings the national anthem at every hockey game.
Well, if he's Mr. Golden Pipes, I would expect that, though, Brian. He can't be Mr. Golden Pipes and not be at all the games.
He throws it down. Trust me.
Can you imagine if Mr. Golden Pipes was just a janitor at the stadium? Like, everyone's like, hey, Mr. Golden Pipes, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Hey, I just wiped that floor. Get off my floor now. Okay, Mr. Golden Pipes. No big deal.
He also sings background vocals for Monday's Dark.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
I used to date a girl named Vicky Pipes. I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway,
Paige Trefella.
I do know Paige Trefella.
So Paige sings with him on stage.
In
fact, I think I'm going to be doing their show probably next month.
This is at Monday's Dark?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
90s
thing. To the Fat City Horns?
I love the Santa Fe.
Santa Fe Horns, yeah.
Oh my God.
Fat City Horns is
Jerry Flores.
That's another.
Jerry Flores probably doesn't remember me, but we met.
Santa Fe Horns.
Yeah.
That's good. Have you jammed with them before?
Have not.
It's so funny. Like this is why I love to interview music artists and musicians, because you guys know people, and you know people's like whole names and stuff. Like when you tell stories, musicians are always like, "Yeah, man, we was doing that gig with Melvin Tolford. You know him, right?" No. And how about Charles Clemens? He was on the sax, man. No, I don't know him. You know Mavis Bo Johnson? No, I don't know her either. Yeah, she married to Scatmo Skippy Chop.
Buford T. Washington Jr.
Like these names, like, who are these cats, man? I don't know these cats. Nobody knows these cats. They only know the albums that came out.
Yeah, right.
I used to like to mess with people and say, yeah, man, I was singing on one of Marvin Gaye's records when I was young. That's me at the beginning of What's Going On. I'm like, hey, man.
What's happening?
Right there. Yo, man.
We do that song in one of the bands that I'm in.
So I want to ask you, I brought you here today to play a game with me, Brian.
Okay.
Not in that way.
Right.
Okay, we're going to play a musical game. You're going to love it.
Okay.
In this musical game, I'm going to throw some popular song lyrics at you.
Oof.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Do I have a button I can push?
No button. No button required. Okay. Because you're our guest. You don't need a button. But so I'm going to throw some lyrics your way, and I want you to tell me what you think the lyric means.
Okay.
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 So if I say the lyric is, you ready? Brian, are you ready?
I am ready.
Wipe your palms off, man. This is serious.
My palms are wiped.
Ready? Here we go. Brian Torres. The first one is thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. What does that mean?
Doesn't mean Galileo.
No, it sure doesn't. It's got a deeper meaning, I think. What do you think it means?
The feeling you get when you first do heroin.
You're right. It is the feeling. Yes. Yes, Brian. Yes.
From Queen.
Good job. Good job.
I can only imagine that they probably
The
went through.
feeling you get when you first do heroin. Thunderbolt and lightning. Very, very frightening. Huh. Huh. Interesting. Okay. We're going to stay on Queen.
Okay.
Queen for 100. You good with that?
Queen for 100.
I'm a
Ace.
great host. I pick your topics for you. I love it. I'm going to pick your topic. So we're going to stick with Queen for 100.
100? Oh, my
We're
God.
going to say, okay, here's the lyric. You ready? Okay. For no real money. Because we're not doing money.
There you go.
We're just doing talking.
There you go.
I got to get a new microphone right away. For no real money. Here's the lyric. That's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming, let me out.
God, who did that?
That's Queen. I wonder how many people out there think that's a real clock.
So what is it that I think of when
what
I
do
hear
you think that means, that lyric?
knowing, say it again, knowing that
That's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming, let me out. Whoop! That's a badass song.
probably watching your friends in a bad relationship. I don't know. You know? Yeah.
Good one.
Probably something like that. Has to do watching your close friends wanting to get out of a bad situation.
Wow. And that's your final answer?
That is my final answer. Gavel down.
You're right. Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Okay.
Good job, Brian.
Yeah,
Good job.
got
Good
this.
job. We got one more for you. We got one more. One last one. One last one. This is a very popular song. We're going to switch to the pop charts now. We were on the rock and roll.
Okay.
We're going to switch to the pop charts.
Ooh.
And this is a very popular lyric that goes, people always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts.
Be careful what you do, Michael. I mean, that could be so many things. I mean, could be advice from a father, to his son. I know my dad told me that.
But you gotta have one answer, Brian. You
Okay.
can't be all over. You gotta be focused. This is for all the non-money.
Well, okay, so, this is exactly what I think it means for me. Because it happened to me. I think when you're young, when you're
you can't just drop that in.
when you're a young musician, you have this drive, this goal, and sometimes love and women are not a part of it. And I know in retrospect, I messed up bad because I didn't have that be careful what you do with young girls' hearts in my head at the time. Yeah.
And so that you feel that was a cautionary tale.
Yeah, of
you
course.
Think that was that somebody real, because Michael Jackson, I'm sure his dad probably told him, like, look, boy.
But the whole song is about, this isn't my kid.
Right.
I'm not saying I had a kid like that, but I'm just saying I know that I have ruined young girls' hearts looking back on it retrospectively.
Salty, sly dog, you.
Yeah, it was dumb.
I believe it. There's some girl out there with a B. Torres tattoo.
No.
Going, oh my God, he's on the radio.
I wasn't that good.
Okay, so that third question, you're right. You're right.
Right again.
That's 3 in a row. You're a winner on our show today.
Awesome.
Good job.
Thank you.
Wow. So you know your music.
I
You dabble.
Some of it, not all of it.
Who's your favorite band or song?
Oh, see, that's so hard.
I know there's so many, but
Okay, I'll give you this. How about bands that I listened to that influenced what I do musically?
Sure. You like Billy Joel. You like Billy Joel.
Okay, as a drummer, Stan Kenton, Jack DeJohnette, Dave Weckl, Steve Gadd. I mean, the list goes on and on.
So you love the drummers?
Well, that I listened to those bands that they played in.
Yeah.
That influenced me as a drummer. Neil Peart from Rush, on and on.
Yeah.
Vocalists. I don't know if you know any. Do you know who Luis Miguel is?
Of course.
Okay,
Luis
Miguel.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
He's only an international
Yeah.
star.
He heavily influenced me singing wise. Michael Jackson, George Michael.
George Michael. That's one we unfortunately passed. We don't get to hear about George Michael much. But man, what a kick!
Michael Jackson,
singer
Elton John, J.K. from Jamiroquai. They all.
What you know about Jamiroquai?
You make me love you, baby.
Oh, nice.
With a little L.
Well, everybody likes the one with live in a world.
Virtual Insanity, yeah.
Everybody loved that, but you know what? The one I used to love was "She's Just a Cosmic Girl."
Yeah.
That was a good
to me, my favorite one to sing is 7 Days in Sunny June.
I don't know what that is.
7 days in Sunny June.
I need to brush up on my Jamiroquai.
Long enough to bloom. No. Listen to that one. It's a great tune.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And so, did any of these singers formulate your style, or who formulated your style?
Yes, and then let me finish. Then producing wise, Michael Jackson, Kenny Loggins, producing wise, Matheny,
Kenny Loggins was
Nile Rodgers,
great singer.
Nile Rodgers. He influenced me a lot with bands, like Seal and. Do you remember a band called Scritti Politti?
Of course.
Oh my God.
The Perfect Way.
Gam Green was, to me, great vocalist, just very unique sound. But there's so many, you just can't pick one.
Yeah.
A lot of, then I have my Latino side, mariachi groups, a lot of Armando Manzanero from Mexico, one of the most prolific songwriters of our time. Diego Torres from Argentina. I worked with a guy in L.A., Alejandro Lerner from Argentina.
Oh, wow.
You just go, wow. Pepe Aguilar, mariachi. I love mariachi because my dad used to listen to that all the time. I grew up with a black nanny, so Come Function and Ohio Players and George
awesome.
Clinton. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Come on, man. That was my groove. That was my thing, pop R&B and Ohio Players, fire, that kind of stuff.
That's pretty much awesome. Well, everything you said was right on point. I love it. And so, where do we catch you next? Because we want to come out and see you now. We want to get loud. We want to get booted out by security. We want to act a fool. You know what I mean?
So the band, like I was telling you earlier, it's just been very difficult since pandemic.
Yeah.
A lot of stages have closed in the casinos, and there's so many bands. So basically, there's like a waiting list to get on a lot of casinos, unless you're a first or second call on the list, from your agent. The only public performance I have going on with the band will be June the 3rd. I believe it's a Saturday out at Lake Las Vegas. They just started their Saturday summer special events. Every Saturday they have bands.
Yeah, I'm coming out.
That'll be with my band. I just got into a Duran Duran tribute band. I'm in a Santana tribute band. We are going to play at the San Gennaro Festival in May on the 9th, Wednesday the 9th, I believe. Yeah, something like that. So we're doing that. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the Docksiders. Have you heard of them?
I've seen that.
They're yacht rock.
The Docksiders.
They do like all the old Michael McDonald, Kenny Loggins, Ambrosia. The producer of that show just, in fact, contacted me last week. I'm trying to see if I can maybe get in with them. They're going to start a residency downtown Fremont at the Notoriety Club every Thursday starting May 4th.
Very cool.
That
so you're keeping yourself busy.
I'm trying. Well, I haven't performed yet, but I am trying to keep myself busy. Did you know David Perico?
I do know Dave Perico.
So him and his wife, Lily Arce, is a good friend of mine back from Texas.
Dave Perico played one of my first gigs in Vegas.
Yeah. So I work with his band, Pop Strings, or Pop 40. And then we have a trio, me, Lily, and another keyboard player. We do the Palms, every now and then.
So to make it in Vegas, would you say you have to have like several projects going at once?
I think now you do. There's no more.
Float?
There's no more. There's no more residency thing anymore, where you see a band. Aside from perhaps downtown on Fremont, those bands never seem to change, but they have their own system over there. Right. It's different from the Strip. You don't see that anymore. David Perico used to have a residency at Caesars at the Barge before pandemic, and then it just all went to. Now it's I've had to. Now I'm not saying every band, but I've had to claw and scratch, and I'm constantly on. Steve, guys, do you have anything for us? We're ready to go. We're here. I just incorporated a female into the group now because I believe that's what people want to see on stage. They don't want to see my ugly face. But
they're like, this ticket does not include ugly face ass male musicians.
Do you?
I thought this ticket included hot chick on the stage.
Exactly.
Let's go to the other casino.
I mean, that's the city we live in. Do you know John Torres Jr., the second or third?
That name doesn't ring a bell.
He's a drummer.
But I'm not good with names. I'm good with faces.
He was the producer, inventor, or not inventor, but the one that started the Extreme Live show at the Link before. Okay. He has the show called The Hits. I'm in that as well.
The Hits. That's
the Hits.
A good name.
Yeah, it's a 90-minute show. It's a casino show. We are going to be out in We opened it up last September in Laughlin, Don Laughlin's 5-night run, sold out. It was awesome.
Wow.
We are going back for Memorial Day weekend, the 24th through the 28th again. So I have that. We're hoping to try to place it somewhere in a strip casino showroom, but the deals just aren't there. They're working around the clock, and I've got that going. You never know. I'm also doing. This is weird because I never thought I'd ever do this. It was so out of my wheelhouse, but it seems to work. A Christian rock band, original project. We've released a couple of videos, and we've been signed to a couple of.
That's very cool.
Yeah, out of LA.
I'd love to work on a Christian record. Like a Christian music show would be awesome. I just love that. Coming from the Midwest, I love Christian music and the whole vibe.
I never thought I'd do it. When I told my father, because I was raised Catholic, I did the whole 9 yards. I went to CCE, got confirmed, communion, baptized, confession. The whole. I was an altar boy, me and my brother. And when but I haven't been. I don't have anything to do with the Catholic Church anymore. I just for my own personal reasons. But when I told my Dad, I'm doing, I got into this band, And I said, it's a Christian rock band. And I didn't get any response. I'm like, Dad? And then all of a sudden, like 20 seconds later, he comes back on. He goes, I'm sorry, Miko, I'm sorry. I had to leave the house. I was like, why? And he goes, well, I didn't want the lightning to come strike me through the phone. Because you said you were in a Christian band? And I'm like, yeah, haha, funny. Thank you. But yeah, he's cool. He respects my wishes. But
how do we stalk you on the internet? We want to find you on social media.
Wow.
We want to be fans. We want to be followers. We like to like what you like and share what you want us to share. I
have my band page. I have my personal page on Facebook, which is just me, Brian Torres. I have my Jet Set Club band page. It's JSC LV Band. You can find me there. I'm on.
Now the Jet Set Band, is that you with Eva?
No, not anymore. Eva, the band. Yeah, Eva is in a band that performs on Fremont called Stays in Vegas, and they're there Sundays and Mondays. In fact, she's there tonight.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
down at Fremont Street, they got some good barbecue down there.
They got a lot of good things down there.
They do, they especially barbecue.
Yeah. And then I'm on Instagram. My official Instagram is Music Man for Life. That's me.
How long are you gonna be a music man?
Till I drop dead on stage.
Probably.
Yeah. I always tell everybody, if I ever leave this rock, I hope it's in a studio behind one of these.
Nice.
Or on stage. We're getting down from stage.
Don't do that today. But yeah,
no.
I agree with you. I say the same thing to myself. I go, whenever I die, I want to be. Wait a minute. Why am I talking about dying? Wait, I don't even like that.
And I know I went back and forth with this, but I even got on TikTok finally. Simply because you just need to be visible is a good thing, you know.
Has it worked for you?
It has. I'm surprised at how many followers I've already gotten, and I've only been on for maybe 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't want to do it, and then I was like, you know, heard all the news about how they're going to get rid of it. I'm like, well, maybe I should get on it before it gets going.
You got to do what you got to do
So
for your career.
I have my band and my duo on Instagram. They're the same, you know, JSC LV band, JSC LV duo. And that's pretty much where you can find me.
And you're doing it.
Trying.
And Brian Torres is out there playing in Las Vegas. Are you from Las Vegas?
No, I'm from Texas. I'm from Houston.
From Houston. Come from Houston. By way of Houston, now through Las Vegas. Don't miss Brian Torres live. And that's what's up, Brian. Thank you for being a guest on the show today and being so colorful, witty, and charming.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, if you think you can out-color, wit, or charm Brian, you're welcome to come on the show and try. It'll be hard. He set the bar pretty high, and he killed those questions about the lyrics. He was like, boom, on fire, boom, like one after the other. Points. He killed it. So that's what's up, man. If you want to be on the show, we'd love to have you. And you know what I say at the end of every show, and I still mean it. Live the life you love the life you live.